And when you knock us down, we're going to get up. And on the way up, we're going to bite a kneecap off.
Go ahead and say it, Ed. Go Tigers!
When I woke up this morning, I was feeling pretty dangerous.
You like that? You like that?
F it. Jamar's down there somewhere.
In the room, Saints select Marcus Davenport.
No!
Splash Brothers. Yeah.
It's playoff. Keep going, Brace.
Playoffs? Don't talk about playoffs.
If it doesn't fit, you must acquit.
What is up, guys? Dirty Boots Sports, and we are back with our 73rd episode. The numbers just keep going higher and higher, and the athletes get tougher and tougher to name.
Yeah.
Joe Thomas.
Larry Allen.
Yeah. Hall of Famer.
Joe Klecko.
Don't know who that one is.
Klecko for the Redskins.
Who?
Hey, Joe Thomas
the
never missed a
Commanders.
snap, right?
Right.
Yeah,
Never
Joe
missed a
No,
snap.
he missed it the last year, and then I think he missed it when he got hurt, and then he retired.
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh, MLB great Kenny Rogers.
And he
Who?
didn't miss any snaps on like 0-16 teams.
No.
Like
played
that.
them all.
He suffered through every one of them.
He'll be a first ballot Hall of Famer.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
And then apparently Jari Evans. Have we
Yes.
confirmed that?
Yeah, he is
Okay.
73.
Yeah.
When I heard that, it
Yeah.
dawned on me.
And one player wore 73 in the NBA.
And of course,
Dennis Rodman.
it's Dennis Rodman.
Of course
he
it
just
is.
wears any random number. What
because-
factor did 73 like?
I think we know
Number of
why
women
he
he slept
got
with in the
73
summer of
because
98.
69 wasn't available.
No, that's why he got 70.
Oh, okay. Right.
And knowing Rodman, he has a reason behind why
Yeah,
he wore
probably
that number.
so.
Guarantee it.
One time, I was in Vegas.
Yeah. Had a $73,000 bet on the line.
69 with 4 plus 4, 73.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this episode strictly college football. Maybe because
Yeah.
little something happened this weekend.
Go friggin' Tigers!
Yeah, let's just get into it. Go Tigers. Clemson Tigers went down to Notre Dame.
Hallelujah.
And,
Only time I root for the Catholics.
that's
is
the
when they
Tigers
play
we're talking
Clemson.
about, right?
Yeah. Debo's orange and
The
white
Memphis Tigers, they fell at UCF. Close game.
Princeton Tigers.
Who else is the Tigers?
Auburn.
They about came back, and they ended up losing.
Grambling pulled it
Grambling
out.
won. Homecoming
yeah.
against Pine Bluff.
Hey.
Those Tigers won.
Yeah.
Jackson State.
Jackson.
Oh.
They're the Tigers?
Pretty
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, they are.
Really?
D.I.
Yeah, because they had one white player about 7 or 8 years ago, and they called him the
White Tiger. There we
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
Huh.
A white
He played
fella.
quarterback.
LSU.
Oh. Hey.
yeah.
Whoa.
Hey,
Hey,
Winfield.
whoa.
Winfield
Well, hold up.
Tigers won the battle of them.
I've got the LSU game DVR'd, so let's
Oh,
not talk
okay.
about that
You
yet.
don't know yet?
Yeah. So can we talk? Let's don't bring that
All
up
right.
this episode.
You've done really well, Bill. You hadn't heard it since. So that's impressive.
Haven't opened your phone today. Haven't listened to the radio.
Yeah, I mean,
Haven't listened to any of us.
Turned on the TV.
Lost my charger. Okay.
You made it here, though.
Oh, yeah.
Hallelujah.
Them Tigers from the Bayou, though, they welcomed the Crimson Tide. And hold up, before we get too deep, the Crimson Tide, Dad sang a song tonight at church, and it literally said something about Crimson Tide in it.
Oh, that's a shame.
That was probably the worst choice you could have ever done.
Yeah.
Maybe the,
While we had LSU colors on the background
the
as he was singing
Crimson
it.
Tide going down.
Yeah, I don't know. I hope I took a picture of the lyrics. Let me see what it was real quick.
Golly, what was he thinking?
Look, there is flowing a crimson tide, whiter than snow you may be today.
Oh, my God.
Hey, well, Saban is whiter than snow today because he threw up all night.
Hey, instead of whiter than snow, he could have substituted purple and gold.
Hey.
Yeah.
And that would have been. We got to talk to him about that.
We got to be better next week.
Yeah.
So, great game. I'm assuming y'all watched.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Okay.
It's pretty good. Did you watch?
In and out. You know, I watched a little, and then I'd leave and go back and watch some more. You know, just a little.
It was background noise.
Southwest Missouri State was playing
Southwest Missouri
on ESPN 7.
Okay. Yeah.
The Siete.
The Siete. Yeah, but how about them Tigers?
Here you go. Here's a statement.
Oh, here we go. Yeah, Chance has been
I'm
wanting
ready.
to say this.
Can't wait. Let's do it.
Last night's win means more to me than 2019's did when we beat them then.
Against Bama?
Yep.
Yeah, I think it was a better win.
Oh,
We
agree.
were expected
I
to
agree.
win that game in 2019.
Yeah, by the time
but we hadn't
finally
done it.
slayed the dragon.
We hadn't
finally
done
did
it in so long, though.
Nobody was giving us a shot last night. We were a 13-point dog.
Yep.
Before
At
2019, when was the last time we had beat them? 11?
2011.
2011.
What was that? 9-6.
That was our first home
6-3.
win since 2010.
Exactly. So, like, even if we
He pulled
I
the
think
heck out
Chance is saying that because he's like, the new leaf is turning over, the future, like that
Yeah.
was the
We
jump
beat
start.
them. We beat them with the worst team we'll have as long as Brian Kelly's in Baton Rouge.
I agree with that. Completely agree with that.
There was no reason, and I love LSU. There's no reason we should have won that game last night before the kickoff.
No.
There was zero reason. I had no faith that we would. I mean, I thought we'd play them tight. I did. I didn't think we'd come out.
I kept saying we were going to be tight, and then Young was going to make the play like he made.
He made
to win it. Like I was like, there it is. That's
But-
that's
Hey,
the
but
stupid
they-
play.
Daniels made a better one.
And they,
Twice.
I would say they assigned Harold Perkins to
Oh my god.
him and
Spied him all night.
oh, he was amazing.
But y'all get where I'm
Good
coming from
Lord.
with that?
No,
Yeah,
I agree.
yeah.
No, I do get
I
that.
had a much different feeling last night than that 2019 game.
Yeah, I mean, by the time we
Like
played them,
2019 was relief.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. It was relief.
2019
like,
was
we
relief
did it.
because that was we knew that was our shot.
Yeah.
Because
2019.
even if we should have won that game, no, we didn't really expect to. Just because it was
No.
Bama.
No,
Like,
it
you
was
knew-
kind of like a
yeah,
we did it.
Yeah,
Thank
and
God.
they had Tua, they had the big dogs, they had Judy,
Waddle,
Waddle,
Ruggs, Waddle,
Smith.
it was
Smith.
we didn't screw it up. We
Yeah,
didn't screw
yeah.
this up.
Najee Harris. They had like 8 first-round picks on their offense.
Yeah, I mean they were Bama.
Yeah, that felt like okay.
What last night
we
felt like
finally did it. Yay! We were supposed to beat them. We were probably the favorites. I had to guess. We couldn't gamble back then.
in
I don't
Tuscaloosa
know.
though, wasn't it?
But we
I
had the
wish it
best
was.
team in the country at that time.
I
We were
don't-
number 1, weren't we?
I don't
bet we were
think-
dogs.
I think we were
Look that
dogs
up.
too.
We weren't the number one team
We
yet.
weren't a 13-point dog. I
no,
guarantee you.
But I
no,
think we were.
we
dogs,
had to have been
though.
a dog.
I don't think it was much. Like I don't think it was a lot, but if I remember correctly, we were dogs.
Okay.
Yeah, because they were
They were-
1 and we were 4, maybe.
It'd been the first.
Y'all have watched it like 20 times. Y'all should know this.
I know that's what I'm trying to
I never
say.
look at that number.
Third ranked Crimson Tide hosts the second ranked Tigers. Never mind.
So we were ahead.
Okay.
I actually watched it 3 weeks ago. prepping for this one last night.
Hold on.
I've
6.5. 6.5. I saw something up.
We were 6.5 dog.
Line opened at 6.5. Yeah.
Crimson Tide 6.5 point favorite. Yeah.
That number's different if it had been at home.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I think
for
that
sure.
was. I think that was all that was.
For
was
sure.
being at Alabama.
Yeah, they would have probably been like 2 points for
That's,
Bama.
Over and under was 63.5.
Yeah. And we had, what, 54?
About to say. yeah. That over wasn't even close.
No. I think it was like, what, 54-46 or something like that? 51-46. They had 46, I think.
Oh, I didn't think it was that close. I
Oh,
thought
it was-
we had.
yeah,
I thought we had 40.
Yeah, we had score. Yeah. Why am I thinking 48?
I thought it was 46.
Is it 46?
Because I don't know. I remember it being a weird number.
51-46 does sound. What was that score there, Bill?
Holy cow!
Oh my God.
How
46-41.
many of them ghosts?
Is that it? Yeah. 46-41.
46.
I thought we hit the 50s.
The over under was 65.5 that game, and Alabama closed at a 5-point favorite, according to oddshark.com.
Yeah. So we were the dogs.
Yeah.
But, yeah, as you said, it was there, so
That had a lot
swap
to do with
that.
But it wasn't 13 points.
No.
Yeah, it wasn't
And if
13
LSU
at
was
home.
at Bama this year, it was probably
30.
17 points.
Or 20.
There's probably like a 4 or 5 point difference between the homes. But yeah, what the game felt like to me, and it's probably crazy to say it, but it just felt like the beginning of a new era, like in the SEC, not
This
even
is
just
a
LSU.
statement.
In the
It's a
SEC,
statement,
like
yeah.
it feels like LSU and Georgia are about to be the lead dogs for the next decade. and Bama's taking a step
They didn't
back.
look like an Alabama team last
No.
night, in my opinion.
They haven't looked like an Alabama team the last couple of years.
Exactly.
And
since that COVID year,
I could not name you a wide receiver from their team besides Brooks. And I don't know how many catches he
I'm
had,
not sure
maybe
who Brooks
2.
is.
Number
I
7.
don't either. I ain't got a clue.
And then
I know who Gibbs is.
Well, oh my God.
That boy's good, man.
And I just went blank on his name, so now it makes me even look stupider. The Georgia transfer receiver that was so good for Georgia last year.
Yeah, I ain't got a clue.
That kid didn't make a play all night last night.
Didn't know he played.
Gibbs, how many
I couldn't tell
catches
you
did
what
Gibbs
it looked
have? Like 10?
Pull up the stats, Bill.
Yeah, pull up
Sorry
the
that
stats.
I got us way off track with the spread and stuff.
I think-
Gibbs is their best player,
Yo, by far.
I think.
It's not even close.
Scroll down.
I have had a feeling for a few weeks now
Gibbs
that
had 8 catches.
That makes sense. Brooks had 7 for 97.
Is it McClanahan?
No, it's Burton.
McClellan.
It's
Burton. Jerome Burton. I don't even remember making those catches.
No.
65-yard one.
Burton was
That's
you
the
said
that's
McClellan.
the
That was a 7 banks
Burton-
touchdown.
Burton,
Not 7 banks.
Burton
It
was the man for
major
Georgia
right.
last year.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, he's not even a factor anymore.
Yeah.
And after the opening drive, I thought Latu was going to have a game. I was like,
Oh,
oh,
yeah.
crap, this dude's about to do something stupid.
They kept
Never
talking
saw
about
him
Can we
again.
talk about that right now? If we're going to talk about that too,
What about?
the
The
freaking fumble.
Yeah.
What
Oh.
the freak?
It's Bama.
Hold on. When did Noah Kane run the ball?
He had
At a stupid time.
yeah, and he got hammered
At the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, he did. He had possession of the ball.
Both hands on the football.
Both hands on the ball.
Yeah.
So does that not turn? Kirk Herbstreit was confused more than we were confused about it.
Chris Fowler loved it.
I
though.
mean,
Chris Fowler can go to hell.
I agree.
I didn't understand. Like I see, and when you sent that video, Chance, I remembered that play.
Ty Montgomery, that's exactly what I knew that's what it was going to be.
I remember
As soon as
that.
they reviewed it, I was like, Ty Montgomery.
But that was different from the one last night because the defender
Exactly.
had possession of the ball. Like
But
it
now-
doesn't change over.
He had 2 hands on it, but then when he
Yeah, we got
went on down to
rule
the
official
ground-
Bill Hill.
They're saying he never possessed it.
So I mean, he had both hands on it, and as he was like covering it, the ball turns, and I wonder if they think that he hadn't secured it yet.
If he would have took
Mate-
it directly from his hands being like this,
picked it up,
straight to his body with no
Yeah.
movement, I bet we keep the
Am
ball.
I tripping, or was there a similar situation today in the NFL, Chance? Something happened with a fumble.
Yeah, it was the Packers-Lions game.
Okay, it
Packers
was.
Lions,
Yeah. Yeah, at the 20-yard line or something.
Yeah, when Aaron went to go throw another bad pass.
My God, that was awful. I'm gonna talk about that later.
Because he didn't realize he was out of bounds. Like that wouldn't have like been a smart play. He was just
No. It wasn't like
For
Ty
him,
Montgomery.
he was just fighting.
flipping out. Yeah, I didn't. He had the ball in his hands.
Yeah.
And I saw that strip coming from a mile away, man.
told Dad-
Before he even grasped him, I felt strip.
I told Dad, I said, he's about to strip that. He's about to strip that. And I mean, Stage did a phenomenal job on it. Like, and when it happened, I told
Made up
Dad,
for the PI.
I told Dad, I was like, holy crap! I said that ball could have bounced easily out of bounds.
Yeah.
You know, like I mean, that was just meant to be. And then all that challenge or the review came into play. I'm like, what the crap, man? That had me fired up. Was not a fan of that at all. That needs to be changed.
That one pissed me off more than the no tip.
the tip, and that I mean,
You could see his finger move back.
his finger
Y'all
moved back.
Hold y'all's hand up in
Yeah,
the air
no,
like he did.
his-
See if you can move that finger
Yeah,
back.
his
by
finger
itself.
moved back. Oh yeah,
I can't do it.
I thought you meant
I can't do it.
I thought you meant okay. I misunderstood you. That you thought that one should have been called more than the other ones. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I thought we deserved to win the first challenge more than the second one. I could see somebody making an argument for the second one, being like, okay, but
wasn't
you
tip.
can't see it. I felt
can't
like we
see
got
the
screwed
fingertip?
more with the first one than the second one.
Okay.
I got you.
Yeah.
I went by on the tip. I go by the reaction of the player. Wingo, he knew he tipped as soon as it happened.
Yes.
You could watch him. Like I mean,
And who got a game ball
Well, and-
after the game?
And
Wingo got
and
one.
Brian Kelly did too. He was immediately
running
out there.
Yeah,
I thought he was calling timeout. And I'm like, no. He said,
immediately.
And there was another situation where maybe it was the fumble, but there was a situation where Kelly just like stood there in like disbelief.
It was the fumble because it was a lengthy description,
dude. And BK let that poor ref say all he wanted
and
to,
then he gave him his.
He gave him the business. That was a F-bomb here.
Yes.
He never mother effed him though, so that was good.
No.
Was there a play?
FBS.
Did LSU have any turnovers?
LSU had no turnovers. No.
Zero.
Bama had,
the pick.
They had.
For some reason, I was thinking that there was a mistake that we made that Kelly was like not mad at the player about, but was mad at the refs about.
Mistake.
I'm trying to remember what it was.
There was something
early or late.
It was early. And like Kelly immediately went to the refs and was like jawing at them and never even said anything to the player. Like it was that evident to him.
Was it a holding penalty? Because I didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't agree with the.
It was Jenkins, wasn't it? Holding
the
somebody?
Jenkins hold. Yes, I didn't agree with that at all.
Yes, that's it.
I
it was
mean,
a big play that we had.
Big play that got completely brought back. Yeah, I didn't. I mean, Jenkins.
Yeah, like he never went and yelled at Jenkins.
No,
he was just yelling at the ref.
He chewed out the ref on that one, and I agree with that. Like I didn't think that was a good call. I guess maybe if the ref, what angle he was, because Jenkins did. The defender ran to the side and Jenkins kept holding on to the block. Mm-hmm. So maybe from an angle it could have looked like it was a holding call, but I didn't agree with that call at all either. That was a big.
Speaking of hold, their right side of their offensive line was holding us all night long.
That poor right tackle got whipped.
The right guard got whipped by Mingo and whoever number 99 is too. All game.
Roy.
They were whipping that tail all night long.
Freaking Roy.
All night.
You high boy. Yeah.
On
that kid
one of the long plays, they held 99, he was getting a pass rush and they grabbed him across his body, kind of twisted him. I think it was on that long one where Major Burns or Major Wright, what's his name?
Major Burns
made a bad play.
Written down. Can we give props to Major Burns?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
well, you heard what Kelly said in the post-game conference. They're like, how big was that tackle by Major Burns to chase him down? He's like, well, he better chase him down. He blew coverage.
He slipped. I mean, it wasn't really his fault. He slipped.
Yeah.
But, I mean, that went from 7 to 3 points. I mean, that was huge, man.
Kool-Aid sucks, by the way.
Kool-Aid.
Hey, he made stats.
I was so glad. I was so happy to see Neighbors make that catch over Eli Ricks.
Eli Ricks looked like a bum last night.
He looked so bad. God, he looked so bad.
He must be stupid or something. Can't fit that system. And, hey, we controlled Will Anderson.
But
I'll give him one sack.
Will had a good game.
But the other guys did better. Yeah.
So
that tells you what Will Campbell's all about.
Because
You know?
Yeah.
That tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, I think I found it.
And BK talked about that in the post-game conference, too. He was like, Campbell got beat, and then he came over the sideline and gave me a full explanation of how he's never going to get beat like that again. And he didn't.
Hey, I mean, that takes a little bit of adjustment.
Oh, yeah.
You're not practicing against anybody like that.
And they showed the replay. He was prepared to take him outside and keep washing him. And he just hit a move right inside. And he went untucked.
It was the first drive. We just got a first down on third because they had a roughing the passer, but we had also completed the pass. And we were on the Bama 46. Daniels had a 9-yard run, and they called Jenkins for holding. 13:30 left, and it brought it back, made it 1st and 20, and we ended up having to punt.
Punted it, yeah.
But it would have been 2nd and 1 on the Bama 37, first drive of the game.
Yeah.
So it was a big play, and it was early on. I just remember, like, there being a penalty or something, and Kelly never being mad at the player, but being mad at the ref.
And coaches hate that too, man, because it's so hard to get those guys out there blocking.
Yeah.
And when one finally does it, and it's a ticky-tack one, not even like something egregious, it's kind of like, all right, well, then why would he ever want to do that again?
Yeah.
He actually went above and beyond, made a block whenever we didn't really design him to do that. Like, We should be rewarding him for at least trying to do that.
And did y'all see the block that Dre made and Josh Williams made on that Daniels run?
Overtime?
Yes.
Yeah.
Superman.
Williams
And Mason
went
Taylor
crazy.
made a block too.
Jesus, man. I mean,
I didn't know Williams was a walk-on to the other day. Had no clue.
From Houston. Yeah, he got a scholarship after last year's season. Yeah, he ran like a walk-on last night. Like he ran like that mentality, like this dude. I'm gonna give it all I got,
and so did Emery.
Made some huge plays.
Yeah,
so did Emery.
I mean, I think Josh averaged like, was it 7-8 yards a carry?
I think so. 7.7.
Wow.
Yep.
Man. And I mean that third down run on 3rd and 8 on the, what was it?
Yes,
13 yard line. Dude, he just wheeled
Trucked.
that one. Just trucked him, man. I mean, he should have asked, what's that linebacker's name? Tua, whatever. his
Yeah.
name. He ought to ask. He should have asked him.
Who should have been thrown out the game in the
Yeah.
first freaking play of the game, pretty much.
He
That roughing the passer.
He should have asked how many stars I had coming out of high school. You know, I mean, that's a 5-star linebacker versus a freaking no-star running back coming out.
How about all Bryce Young with the below Trey Lance completion percentage line? What is that, 49%? 25 for 51?
Dude, does Bryce look like he's...
I think he's coasting.
He just
you
doesn't...
think he's coasting? What else did he have to accomplish besides a
He was
national
just missing
championship?
throws.
I think too. I think he's really been banged up and hurt.
Yeah.
I listened to
He
something.
ain't been right probably since he got hurt.
That shoulder injury. I don't think he's ever.
A&M.
I was listening to a podcast Friday, and they had the same bye week like we had, and they said the whole staff, the whole team, everybody was out of the facility last week. He was the only one there still training room trying to get stuff right. So I don't know if he's quite healthy either. But I think Chance, he's like, man, I got 3 or 4 more games out of here. Let's not screw up.
And he seems like the kind of guy now. Not this ain't a knock on him at all. I want that clear. He ain't playing in that ball game.
No, I don't think he is either.
And nor should he.
I don't think he should, especially if he's not even healthy now.
And I hate people going after the guys that skip out on the meaningless bowl games. I hate that because I just want to be like Jake Butt, Jalen Smith. Same year.
Yeah.
Both were top tier guys. Jake Butt would have been a first-round draft pick as a tight end.
How much money did Jalen Smith lose?
Jalen Smith would have been a top 5
Jalen
pick.
Smith lost a career.
Yeah.
Yes, he did.
I mean,
So if you have a problem with that, saying, they just going because they don't care no more. Well, no, they're thinking about their
families.
well-being and their family's well-being.
Well,
so screw you.
So what if their team is in the playoff?
You won't. I ain't never heard somebody skipping one of them
no,
games.
they ain't
I mean,
skipping
they're
playoff.
not. Ain't no way they do. No way.
And that I don't
If
even.
they're skipping playoffs, they're skipping the season.
I don't even think
If they're
they're.
skipping the playoffs. Screw them.
I don't think you'll even see
It'll
them.
happen.
I don't think you'll even see them skip like a New Year's Six bowl type game. I don't think they'll skip those
I don't
kind
know.
of games.
I think a guy like him will because he knows he's gonna be top 2.
Yeah, well, I mean, he ain't gonna be in one.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not even gonna be in one anyway. But and it helps too. Their backup quarterbacks played some this year, so it's not like you're playing a guy out there that hasn't got any playing
And
time
he
this
actually
year.
has injuries.
Yeah, this is
know?
legit, man. I mean, he looked. I mean, even one of his throws last night, he didn't get hit or nothing. And they talked about on TV how the ball was just wobbly coming out, man.
They were talking about how like it just felt like he didn't have any type of chemistry with his guys either.
No, because they said he hadn't practiced.
It's crazy.
I was listening to a show this morning. I don't remember who it was. I listened to so much this weekend.
They typed in LSU on the podcast interface and they're like, whatever I can.
That's right.
Bama.
And tomorrow I'm gonna listen to every freaking show there is.
Yep.
But they
Except
said
for Colin Cowherd, he's going to badmouth Josh Allen tomorrow. And it's okay though.
yeah, he probably will a little bit.
okay.
Yeah,
But Colin!
I said Colin. No,
I told you they weren't ready.
Did you see Colin's Twitter? He loved him from LSU and Brian Kelly though.
It's hard not to.
He seems like a Brian Kelly guy.
Yeah. Well, he was a Brian Kelly guy at Notre Dame.
Oh, yeah.
But they were saying that Young he's not even been practicing either. So I mean, and that goes back to what you're saying, Chance. I mean, there's no timing with his receivers when you're not practicing
You
with them.
could tell, man.
Yeah, and it's
really
not like it's the
could.
receivers that he's been playing with for the last couple of years. It's a whole new core.
They in the NFL.
Yeah, they're gone.
Jameson.
I mean, so
Mitchie.
And beyond it too. I mean, I think he probably had nightmares on about number 40 last night.
We had a good game plan for
every
him.
time he turned around, and I love how we. I mean, Ali Gay played all 4 positions on the defensive line. Malik Wingo played defensive end some.
Yeah,
and like that was something new. That was not.
Yeah,
what
like
we've done.
there was times where I know on one of like the 4th and 1s, Gay was on the right side and just got dominated, and then the next time he was flipped and he was on the left side rushing.
Yeah,
like,
no. Like,
just little changes like
dominated
that
from behind a bit too.
Yeah, the Gay guy did.
I mean, Wingo manhandled the left tackle.
that makes it worse.
Something I didn't like was when they
Gay
had
got manhandled, Bill.
something I didn't like was when they had BJ on the outside.
Gay
and they sent him on a stunt on the inside.
Gay,
and he was having to
Gay
come
and
hard
BJ
around
were-
the edge.
Gay and BJ were getting after Bryce.
But for real, though, I don't like sending BJ on the stunt like that. He's so good coming off the edge.
Ojulari,
I hate that.
Won't get the credit from last night because he don't have the stats. That dude played a hell of a game.
He led our team in tackles.
Did he lead the team in tackles?
11.
I didn't know he led them. I didn't know that.
I just saw it a second ago.
I've got a favorite player on defense. It's 13. What the crap's his name? Fouché. That's him.
Joe Fouché.
That's my
Clay
star.
likes a Fouché.
Joe Fouché.
He's gonna be a dog in the NFL. I don't know who he is. Yeah, boom,
That's
senior.
Arkansas transfer.
I like him. He's everywhere. He made a lot of big plays last night.
He was the captain on the Arkansas defense last couple of years.
Yeah, I like him.
Revenge game next week. He's guaranteed a pick 6.
He's kind of.
Derrick Henry has like 150 yards rushing.
Well, Torrey Carter's back.
Oh, is he? No, he's out. He's out.
Is he out? Oh, sorry.
He is.
Okay.
Torrey Carter, who's played 45 snaps this year.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Well, is that 20 of them on special teams?
More than likely. Oh, he was in the single back.
Single back.
Oh. Look out.
They must have moved him out to wing. Oh, no, he's not playing tight end either. Darn.
Wow. But no, Fauci's kind of become.
I love him.
The Greg Brooks of the first part of the year.
Yep.
Like he's
Brooks was sent on that corner blitz at the in the red zone, I believe.
Yes.
That worked.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, it
that
did.
worked. Shout out Converse. Okay,
dude.
Shout out Converse.
We gotta give him some credit, Tim. We've been dogging him all year. We gotta give him some credit.
That was for us.
That
was an FU game to us.
I like Garner too. I like him.
Does Garner not look like a freaking guy you freaking customize on Madden?
Yeah.
He looks like a freak out. Like he looks bigger than what his size.
Literally, I asked Chance, is that Sauce Gardner's brother or something? Yes, it's spelled differently, but it just the way that he's built and everything just seems like him.
He looked, yeah.
And plays.
He was
played
at
well.
ULL last year.
Really?
Yeah, he transferred from ULL. I mean,
yeah. Him and Fouché were my guys of the game.
Yeah.
What a throw!
Ooh, back shoulder.
BJ Ojulari has made some money this year, hasn't he?
A lot of it. And they only got him as like the 6th best DN / pass rusher.
Wait till he goes to that combine
and they let him take his shirt off.
Yeah,
and then he'll go higher.
Yeah, blows those numbers out of the water. Runs probably like a 4.5, 4.6.
No, tell him.
BJ's going to blow up the combine, huh, Bill?
Yeah. Another thing too.
We just had the 2 best edge rush names in the country. Couldn't be a better combo. Just couldn't be a better combo.
Can we give some love to our Shreveport boy Baskerville?
Yes. Yeah. Clay don't like him.
I don't.
Oh my gosh.
I don't.
No. He's number 23.
He was pretty bad at the beginning.
It was love-hate for Clay.
Yeah.
He made the pick happen.
Yeah, he made that pick happen.
Oh, no. I said that was a great play, but I felt like at the beginning he was like, I don't really remember, honestly. I need to rewatch the game or something.
Where did he play high school?
He was making mistakes.
Evangel.
That might be why I hate him. I don't know.
I actually watched him play one game. That year they had like 3 LSU guys on the same commitment
and
class.
And a Baylor quarterback.
And they probably had that Cotton guy that went to
that was him, the defensive
Notre
end.
Dame.
That
Brian.
He was at LSU. He transferred out.
Who's the guy that went straight there from Evangel?
How'd we can go from Missouri?
Robert Steeples.
Yeah,
our cornerback coach. He coached him in high school.
He coached him in high school.
Okay.
He was a coach in high school in Missouri.
Huh.
He went from head coach in high school to an NFL job.
He was a freshman All-American. Wingo was last year.
Yeah, he's a dog.
Yes.
Yeah, no clue how he got him.
The sad part is, guys.
No, I don't like Penn. I think
Greg Penn, number 30.
I think that's the one I don't like.
Penn missed a couple of tackles last night.
Because I remember you keep saying that name. Yeah, I think it's him I didn't like. I think he wasn't good. Baskerville, I remember him making the play at the goal line.
Baskerville also made some big tackles last night, too.
Yeah.
Big tackles.
What about the offense?
Our corners do a great job at breaking down and making tackles.
We're 30 minutes in, but I mean,
I don't
give a crap if it's 4 hours.
I'm okay not talking about the rest of the day because my gambling was so bad.
I'll walk out of here after
I'm
this.
not betting another over/under this season. I just want that on the record.
Yeah.
So if I come in here, I'm not going to be here Wednesday. If I send in a bet that is over/under, you tell me right then, change it. You're not doing that crap.
I'm done with the Big 12. I'm not betting.
I'm done with.
Well, y'all said that last week.
I haven't written off over/under.
Done with the Big 12.
I'm way better at the spreads. At least I'm close with those sometimes.
That's what she said.
Could somebody please give us updates on Oklahoma State? Can we not
Holy
know
crap! Why didn't we look that up?
Well, I mean, to be honest,
if the line smells like a rat, it's probably a rat.
Can I be honest with you though?
I didn't think it'd matter.
I mean, yeah. And
I'll take Oklahoma State's roster over Kansas without the
any
quarterbacks.
day. Like, what happened to this defense Oklahoma State was showing off there for us of the year?
Apparently, they almost played Gundy's son at quarterback.
I wonder if he's a man.
Probably.
I'm a man.
He's only 22.
Oh, man.
Let's talk about the offense a little bit. I feel like we haven't talked about them enough.
Absolutely, yeah.
And we talked about the running game, but
Josh Williams,
Jaden Daniels
How about
will
Jaden
be in the
Daniels?
NFL next year. He's not coming back.
I think he's coming. I think he's coming back.
Man.
I think
if he comes back, it's because he's coming back for a dome run.
I think it's too good of
championship run.
I think it's too good of a draft class.
I think BK tells him, "You come back, I can get you top draft pick." Yeah,
I think Butte comes back.
Huh?
I think Butte comes back.
I don't know.
Booty gone.
I think he
Booty gone.
I think he considers it.
I think he considers it way more than I ever thought he would.
I think he's gone because of the receiving class in this draft. It's not that strong.
Yeah,
It's not
maybe.
that strong.
It's
Yeah.
not that strong.
And he has the cop out with that Smith and Jigba guy. Has also not played well at all.
Yeah.
Like
He's been
barely
hurt.
played. He's been hurt, but still, when he was healthy, he wasn't playing well.
Is Marvin Harrison in this one, or is it next year?
It's next year. And the one I was trying to think about, the Pitt transfer to USC.
Jordan Addison.
Is he?
I don't know how old he is.
I thought
He's
he was
gotta
a
be
junior
good to
this
go.
year.
He's got to be.
I thought
There's
he
no
was.
way he was a freshman at Pitt last year. I think he had to be a sophomore.
Yeah, I think he was.
I don't know. I think it
We
could be
coulda
like
ran-
I think it could have been like a Devontae Smith situation with him, where he can come back. No one expected him to stay, really.
That's true.
Yeah, he was the fourth man at Bama at that time, but still, like, he could have easily went and gotten drafted high.
I think Booty goes to combine. He's going to be.
He might. He might.
First, second round for sure. Lock. I mean.
But depending on how the season ends, it could probably change that. But
if he keeps doing, yeah, I mean,
if Daniels and Booty, I mean, if they both come, if Daniels comes back, I think there's a chance Booty does.
The only thing that Daniels might leave for is apparently, so he was supposed to leave after Arizona State last year. He said he was gone. He said
draft.
Yes.
Wow.
And then
look at his numbers out there. He probably could have got drafted.
And then apparently somebody got in his ear and said, go somewhere else and do a prove it type year. And then the word on the
do it
street,
to get some better competition.
Yeah, word on the street is he came to LSU, never intended to play more than after 1 year, like this 1 year and done. So, but
I don't. He just feels like he's just
from what
balled
BK
in and everything.
did
and,
week 1 to now.
Yeah,
you can't tell him he can't, and he seems like he trusts BK. I mean, BK
he's
can
made
chew
money
him out.
from week 1 to now.
Well, and you've got Stroud and Young who are going to get up there early. Levis is still up there. Richardson's going to get drafted first round. You've got the Wake Forest guy who's got talent.
Well,
North Carolina State guy. I mean, they're both
SC
going to
State.
go. There's a lot of guys. The next year, C.J.
Caleb
Williams.
Williams.
I mean, Caleb Williams and who?
C.J. Williams. That's my
Yeah.
boy's name.
I totally just.
Yours?
Ewers.
And then Daniels. Like,
Yeah.
it could be that. And who's to say Daniels
forgetting
doesn't come
about
back,
somebody.
do it again? Who?
What we are.
DJ.
Ugalagwa he's this year.
Is he?
He's this year.
No, he's a sophomore this year.
He's not redshirt.
Mm-mm.
So he's a true freshman. So him and Caleb are same age.
Pretty sure.
Well, regardless.
Pretty sure.
he's better than DJ Ugalulu.
Yeah, I mean, DJ's practically ruined his NFL prospect.
He showed out yesterday.
Yeah. That's the thing. Like, it's the unknown where I think he could come back and maybe go first round next year. This year, I don't think he does.
I like that, but I wonder if BK kind of ushers him out, though. Same thing with Butte.
And it's probably dependent. If we make if we make the college football playoff, they're probably gone.
Yeah.
But if we lose a game close or something at the end, if we lose the SC championship, don't make the playoff, maybe he says, come back, we're going to have a better team, another year into the system, full off season to go, like, maybe we can run it back next year and be good, like, and get that championship, get that playoff appearance.
I mean, Daniels comes back, you're going to be a preseason top 5 team.
Exactly.
Oh, absolutely. And a college football.
Well, and he's
favorite.
He's a top 3 or 4 front runner for a Heisman preseason.
He's going to get votes for this year.
I
think he will.
He's plus 10,000 right now.
He jumped Bryce Young.
He
jumped Bryce Young in the odds on DraftKings at least.
You know who's going to win the Heisman, right?
Caleb Williams.
Mm-mm.
Stroud.
Mm-mm.
Michigan running back.
Mm-mm.
Robinson.
Mm-mm.
Who?
Call it right now. Stetson Bennett's going to win the Heisman.
Oh, yeah. He's getting close.
Getting votes?
I mean, why not?
His stats are better than anybody's in the country.
Well, crap, he should win the freaking thing. He's 40.
I know.
He's older than everybody he's playing against. He's a grown man playing with children.
Yeah,
it's a felony in 50 states.
Did y'all see where the quarterbacks in the Georgia Tennessee game were older than the quarterbacks in the Thursday night NFL game?
I believe it.
This is Hurt's third year. Hurt's third year. And he played 4 years of college ball.
That's right. Yeah.
4 years of college ball.
How's that possible?
All right, here's 2024 QBs. Caleb Williams, Ewers, North Carolina quarterback May.
I thought he was a sophomore. That's right.
Maybe he's either sophomore or redshirt freshman. Maybe.
Yeah. I think he's a freshman, but I think he's a redshirt.
J.J. McCarthy from Michigan. J.J. McCarthy.
He's better than him.
Yeah, exactly. Jackson Dart from Ole Miss.
He's already proven he's better than Jackson Dart.
Whoever the crap the Texas Tech quarterback is.
But give Jackson another year with Lane Kiffin, he could shoot up the board though.
Yeah.
I could see that happening.
But give Jaden Daniels another year at LSU.
Mike Denbrock.
Yeah, exactly.
Shout out Mike Denbrock.
Number 7 is Milroe from Bama, the backup.
Ooh, I don't like him at all.
Number 11 is Deion's son.
I don't even think
Shadur?
Yes.
I don't even think the backup for Bama will be the starter next
Number 16 on this is Nussmeier.
Who's going to be the starter next year?
I think either the kid that started
Holstein?
there, the freshman the 5-star that started third string there, or 2 of the ones. I don't think Holstein would be. It'd be the other one I would think coming in. I don't think he'll be the starter next year. He just doesn't. It just doesn't look like a Saban quarterback. Doesn't look like an Alabama quarterback in my opinion. Unless he
feels too far off the deep end for Saban, like too much of a running threat.
Yeah, he does. He's
never had one that could run it that well.
It just doesn't seem right. It doesn't feel right. I don't
have Lane there to talk him into it.
No. He don't have Lane talking.
He's got Bill O'Brien with a backwards hat on.
Yeah, he don't have Lane there trying to convince Saban, talking this running back into playing quarterback for him. Blake Sims did. Yeah, I don't know. I don't.
Oh, and we totally forgot about Hooker this year as well, who's going to get drafted probably round 2, round 3.
Yeah,
even with his age.
Yeah,
I just think if he wants to fully go in on his draft stock, he comes back. I think he could go from round 4, round 3, maybe.
I hope he comes
to
back.
round
I
1.
really do, because I think I think he could win us a national championship next year.
I think he could.
I think
really
he's
do.
back. But
I do too.
But
you
it
can't
does scare
tell
me,
man.
It does scare me from what I've read and stuff. How he was like, this was never intended to come back. After this year.
And he also probably didn't intend us to be this good.
No.
To
He
honestly
came out here
play
to put
this
up numbers.
much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he might not have came to LSU expecting the job. I mean, he had to compete the entire time. He
kind of has a weird story. Like it's just a weird. I don't know. I
even
feel,
after the first 4 or 5 weeks of the year.
Yeah, it was just. I don't know.
It's clicked,
and he had some of those moments at Arizona State.
Yeah,
like whoa, but then he's had those like,
dude put up numbers out there.
Yeah,
he did.
And
there's a reason that he was a top transfer and came to LSU.
Yeah, that's right. Matter of fact, when he transferred, it was like, whoa, why did he get the transfer portal?
Made no sense.
Whenever I saw the ESPN alert, I'm like, I know that guy.
Because everybody was just like, oh, it's a given.
I know Arizona State's quarterback.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nussmeyer's good at the quarterback because he redshirted. It didn't make sense. They were kind of giving him a couple
just
more
bring
years.
in a vet.
Yeah.
And Miles Brennan.
Yeah. Why? And Daniels is like, goes in transfer portal, and you're like, why would you leave? You got the starting job at a Power 5 school like that. Like, that's weird. And
had been successful.
Yeah.
I didn't know the Bryce Young situation with him
last
night.
I heard a little bit leading up to the Saturday about it. I didn't know it either until this week.
That's a cute hat, Peyton, by the way.
Oh, thank you,
I'm
sir.
getting me one of those soon.
Didn't you literally order that the other day?
I didn't order. I told y'all to give me it for Christmas.
Oh, okay. I haven't bought a single Christmas gift, so it's October.
We're November.
Practically.
We're 2 weeks into November.
It's barely. Yeah, I don't know. I'm excited for Daniels.
Yeah.
Well, Daniels, you got all 5 offensive linemen back.
Yeah.
You basically returning your whole receiving core. Your running back room is pretty much coming back. Like, it's set up for you.
Your defense will be better.
And if they don't, if the running back room don't come back, it's probably getting better.
Yeah,
Trey Holly's going to walk
Trey
in.
Holly.
Yeah, freaking Trey Holly's coming in. Like,
and the Liberty kid.
Yeah. It's going to be a better room overall.
Trey Holly's going to get shut down by Winfield. Apparently.
Correct.
He's going to run for 400.
Hey, Winfield's defense is legit, man, and we need some respect.
Chance, y'all played Jonesboro Friday.
They've done it all year. They shut down Manny for 3
Gave up
quarters.
26 to Mansfield.
Yeah, they shut down Manny for 3 quarters.
The only thing I was worried about Winfield is there's the receivers. If Jonesboro had a kid that could just throw a football, there were the wide receivers that were.
Oh yeah.
That was my one.
You weren't throwing at number 6 from Winfield.
We did.
And
Xavier just dropped it.
Yeah, he did drop it. He hit him in the hands.
He has no ball skills.
But no, I think Mike Denbrock, Chance just mentioned. Shout out to him. What a heck
Is
of a game
that Snead? No,
Great.
Snead's 38.
Great game plan.
Great game plan.
Never really had the long developing routes except for a couple of times, which is genius.
And he took sacks on them. He took sacks on 2 of the plays, right?
It was smart to not have just like, all right, play action, let's go very deep. You couldn't do that. You knew your weakness was going to be that pass rush.
And Neighbors made some huge catches. Every
the
time.
biggest catch was Kyron Lacey.
Yeah.
He made his
got
one
popped.
catch. He almost died.
Popped. Speaking
Hung
of
on to
ULL
the
transfer.
ball. Yeah.
God, he got popped, man. What the biggest thing, in my opinion, about this game was the field position.
Yeah.
We won that battle all night.
We won it the whole. The best field position Bama had all night was that 35-yard line.
Off the kickoff.
It's because we kicked it out of bounds. Other than that, it was 25 before that.
Yeah.
That's huge, man.
And that's even with some of so many different times we just let the ball roll on punts because we were that scared to catch it.
And I was so happy.
And we're fine with that.
Yeah.
Hey, did y'all notice? Because
we could have got 20 or 40 yards, more every time, just about.
Because I did it in my chair. Every time Clayton called, I would go.
He called it 3 times.
He did. But did you notice you could hear it in the stadium when he
yeah.
called it? Like, it was an awkward silence for a second.
And then everybody cheered.
Just, you just feel the relief of it.
And there was one of them that bounced off his
he
chest.
every
Every
time.
time.
High. Like he,
You got to catch it in the stomach.
It was one of those first two. I thought, holy crap.
Because you can't. You're not. Well, I say you can't. It's hard to trap one to your shoulder pads.
Yes.
To that chest plate. You can trap it to your stomach a lot easier. That's why some guys catch it so low.
But man, I just felt, Oh God, I was every time he'd get behind one. He'd throw his hand up for a fair catch. I'm like, no, back away. Just back away. I don't care where the ball rolls at.
Yeah.
Like, just get away, man.
Get us the ball.
Because that's the one. If we'd have had something like that, we lose that game.
Yeah.
Because that's what gets Bama going.
That's
you get that
exactly.
offense going,
Yep.
and then it's
You
over.
don't mess up against them like that.
No, you cannot.
That's when they connect on a long shot, which they never
Bryce
did.
hits them deep.
They
did
never
not.
had a deep ball connect.
Besides
the
where we touched them 7 times in the pocket and couldn't bring them
That
down.
was
he
right.
rolled
That's
out.
right.
That was it. Yeah, that was just massive.
I will give him that. He is very hard to tackle in the
He's
pocket.
very hard to tackle.
That's probably one of his biggest strengths.
He's
in my
going to be a
opinion.
bust.
He's elusive.
He's very elusive in the pocket.
And he's smart about it too. Like he's not looking for it to run down the field.
No, he's trying to extend the play.
He's just trying to extend the play. Yeah, I mean,
Which was something Clay pointed out about Daniels last night. He always would try and roll to his right.
Every
instead
time.
Of
He
trying to just go.
almost tried to throw it
he runs
too much. Honestly,
he runs into defenders most of the time because he's rolling right every time.
He wasn't doing that earlier in the year, though.
He won't bounce out left.
Ever since they made him stay in that pocket and
that's
throw.
what I was going to say. I wonder if they told him every time you roll out, like, always have to have the throws your first option.
And he don't want to
because there's so many times
rolling out
where
to his left.
he
Like,
could have just
can't.
went
It's
left through the left guard and center
Yeah.
hole,
He got,
like
7
right
or 8
over there,
yards.
and just went. But he would roll out right, run into a defender, and throw it away or something. And I wonder if that's just Kelly saying, look for the pass before you look for the run.
Yeah, yeah, and he made a couple of throws where a month ago he wouldn't have completed.
He made some good throws.
His
on the
head
run.
had been down looking to run, but he kept his head up. And
a couple of them for
connected.
first downs.
Yes,
too.
a couple for first downs. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I was. Hey, other than the freaking kick out of bounds on fourth quarter, shout out to the special teams, man. Had a couple a big field goal there at one point.
Some good punts.
The punter, did well. Like
Very
I mean,
good punts. He got a game ball, too.
Yeah.
They gave up 3 of them.
Yeah, I was very impressed.
Made our extra points.
Made the snap got back there
Yeah.
right. We made blocks. Like I mean, the little things. Finally, that's
Crap, who were we? Colorado. We were watching, Chance, and that dude. That they had 3 straight bad snaps to their quarterback. It was ridiculous.
Did y'all see that Colorado game when they put the ball down on the field and the offense was about to go to it and the wind blew it 5 yards? It was on the ground.
There was trash flying everywhere. I needed over 60 points in that game, and they scored 59.
Oh,
Like 9 minutes left.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And the second that they scored the 52nd point, I was like, Chance, they're gonna stop at 59.
Harley learned what a bad beat was yesterday watching that with him.
Yeah.
She was like, what's wrong? And I explained to her like what was about to happen. She just started laughing so hard. It was funny. It was like a light bulb moment. And she was like,
And
so they need
Oregon
60.
Oregon got the ball to the 20 on like 4th and 9, and they went for it when they could have kicked the ball. They could have just kicked it, got points. Why are you going for it? And they run it with like 2 minutes left. 2 minutes left. And then Colorado just says, "Screw it, we're down 49-10. We're going to run the ball."
Let's go to the house.
Yeah.
We're 1-7
terrible.
or whatever they are. Yeah, 1-7.
So let's finish off the LSU talk. Feels good. Feels good.
Feels so freaking good. One more play that I forgot to mention too.
We haven't talked about the last plays yet either. We need to do that.
Right.
Yeah.
Got to talk about that.
The
And I've only said Nussmeier like one time this pod. I feel good about myself.
the offsides penalty on Bama, where
Daniels recognized it and took the shot.
he recognized it through the shot, but Turner snapped that because none of the offensive linemen moved. Like
It looked awkward.
Because they
He
knew
snapped
that
it because he saw him jump.
Yeah, he's like.
Was that when we threw it deep and got the
That's when
PI?
the same play.
Yeah.
Like a month ago, we didn't have a center that could snap it to the quarterback.
Yeah.
Now we got a center that's making a smart play.
And Daniels wouldn't make that.
No,
that
he wouldn't have made that
recognize
throw a
throw
month ago either.
No.
I mean, it's just amazing what a little coaching can do, man, to get these guys. Because when he snapped it, I looked at Dad. I was like, he wasn't supposed to snap it. He only snapped it because he saw that dude jump off. Like that was a smart play.
Yeah, 'cause I remember watching that. And I was like, Clay, it's a false start. because something just felt weird.
Yeah, it
like
was.
I thought maybe Turner must have flinched or something, but he didn't.
No,
you know?
he saw him come over, and he just because Jaden wasn't ready for it.
No,
he was shocked the ball was on him. I mean, like it was a smart play, man. I was very impressed by that.
Very, very high penalized Alabama team this year. It's
Unbelievable.
So strange.
And I thought that was going to change after the bye week. I was like, yeah, they've been like that all year. They got a bye week. It won't happen against us. You know, we won't see.
I mean, they probably had over 100 yards in penalties, if I had to guess.
They
had 9 for something.
They didn't have a lot of big ones.
9 for 92.
9 for 92.
Okay, 9 for 92. More. Okay. I don't. 7 for 64. Yeah, I do remember some now that were.
We just beat them.
Yeah, we looked like the better team.
We did.
Like we really did.
And
we looked like we had a better
crazy.
coaching staff.
Call me crazy. Jaden Daniels looked better than Bryce Young.
He absolutely did.
He did.
Young
take
straight
away
up missed throws.
Take away the 3 big chunk plays that he made. One off of the pass interference, and then one was not pass interference. One was off the missed sacks we had.
Yes.
One was the running back that came over the middle and just kept going and going and going, and Burns hawked him down. You know, that's 100 and something yards right there between those two combined.
Yes.
Take away those, his stat line looks mediocre at best.
You gotta include Daniels' running yards.
Got to,
because they were literally game changing.
Young. I'm telling you, he had nightmares about 40 last night.
Oh yeah,
because every time he turned around, 40 was either in front of him or chasing him
or
from behind,
eyeballing him, waiting.
Yeah, spying
How
on
big
him.
was that tackle on the scramble to force him to another field goal?
Yes, so big.
Tripped him
Just
up, really.
barely got to him.
Yep.
Yes. Just barely got to him. Yeah, that was, man. That's when you got a guy that can spy like that. I mean, that frees up. And if it wasn't for him cramping, he cramped because he ain't used to been playing that much. I mean, he played the whole game pretty much up to that point. They scored a touchdown when he got put on the sidelines.
Mm-hmm.
Is that right?
Yep.
As soon as he went down, Bama went right down the field and scored on us. He came back in, and things rolled back to like it was before that series.
I'll tell you, man, Daniels has the quietest running games.
Yeah.
Like, he ran the ball 18 times.
And
I would not have
with
thought
sacks.
that. You know?
Yeah, you
I
got
wouldn't have
sacked
thought
6
that.
times, wasn't it?
Oh, they count those. I forgot.
Yeah, it's freaking college.
So he really only ran it 12 times.
And he
never
probably
mind.
ran it for like 130.
I redact my statement because that makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, he got sacked 6 times.
Because I was thinking about 9 or 10 times that he ran it.
Yeah, 6 sacks. And then, if you take away those sack yardage.
So, Bill, scroll down to the receiving for Bama.
We had 10 quarterback hits on Bryce.
So take away the 65-yard chunk play to McLennan, the 41-yard chunk play to Brooks off the missed sack.
That's 106.
That's 106 yards right there. Subtract that off, it's 222 passing, which is really what it should have been. Maybe give them 10 yards in that little running back play, so 235. Bryce Young did not play well last night. And people are going to be like, oh, he threw for 328.
And
yeah,
what
play like
if
garbage.
Ran for 10.
What if Jaden Daniels threw that pick on the goal line that Bryce threw?
I don't know if Jaden would ever thrown that.
Exactly.
I think Jaden would have ran.
Yeah, just put us like put
Heck of a play
yourself
by
in our
Baskerville
shoes. Like
there.
if that was Daniels
down.
throwing that, we would have freaked.
We'd have lost the freaking. I would have thrown my hat. I would have been so mad.
Something I loved so much was we had very few missed tackles.
Yeah.
And you could tell, like, they were told throughout the weeks, the 2 weeks that we got to practice or whatever, break down, make a good tackle.
Yeah.
Besides the
Don't let
missed
them die,
sacks,
yeah.
that was the only time they really didn't look good.
But I mean,
they broke down, though. Baskerville broke down right there, and he made that play because he broke down ready to make a form tackle.
And you're going to have those miss. I mean, Bryce Young's going to make you look dumb.
Yeah.
He's going to make you miss back here.
Yeah.
I mean, you're talking these 290-pound D linemen that are freaking not as mobile as he is. I mean, it's going to look bad at some points.
Going straight at him, it makes it a lot easier for him to get out the way.
Absolutely. I mean, that doesn't make me as mad. But when those corners and stuff miss tackles, that drives me insane.
But they didn't miss a single one.
They did not. Absolutely
They'd
not.
be out there on that boundary, and they just break down every single time.
The safety play that
Daniels got sacked for 15 yards. So 98.
110.
Yeah, 95. Yeah, 110. So 12 for 110.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, that's legit.
He we got to talk about the overtime play. Got to do it. First,
Which one?
First, how about the pass to Mason Taylor in the back of that end zone?
Map.
The game tying touchdown.
Pass, the catch.
Oh my God, a dime.
He couldn't have thrown that anywhere else.
And
No.
Look at that. Look at that. I mean, those two dudes are draped all over him. And he just freaking went up with his hands and just snatched it.
Like if he overthrows him by a
freshman.
slight margin,
That's not a third year.
Kool-Aid makes a play.
Yeah.
People don't even see Kool-Aid coming from right there, man.
I mean, that's not no freaking third year player. I mean, that's a 18-year-old kid right there that just goes up and makes a. The only thing, and it happened. I was like, God, did we score too fast?
Oh yeah.
I mean, I was like,
Look at that, man! Freaking dime!
Like, God, did we score that too fast?
Freaking dime!
I was rolling that play. I told Dad, this is a Dre Jenkins touchdown right here. I just felt like it was
Felt like the
a
moment. He didn't
Dre
have a
moment.
catch, man.
I know it. He did. Made some good blocks, though.
Very
Look
good.
at that. Perfect. Yeah, if that's overthrown any, Kool-Aid gets his hand in. Wow. And then overtime, Daniels just waltzes into the end zone.
Josh Williams and Dre made some just
Heck yeah.
freaking blocks down the field.
Nussmeyer wouldn't have ran that in. I had to. And then the ballsiest play, just about in LSU Bama history.
Dude.
Loved it.
Loved it.
I loved it.
I loved it too.
Never expected it to happen.
He never hesitated.
You want to know why you never expected? Because we were never supposed to be in that game,
Yeah.
and that's why
it never
you do
felt right. It never felt like it happened.
Is why you do it. You do it because you weren't supposed to be there.
And it wasn't like let's talk about this timeout. No, it was
It was
BK
like
called the play
Clay
in and let's
called
go.
it. Clay called it immediately after it happened. He was like Deshaun Watson to Hunter Renfrow.
Yeah.
It reminded me of Lance Moore. Drew Brees to Lance Moore.
Yeah,
that too.
That was exactly
Both
what I thought
them.
of. Yeah.
Both of them. So it's just ironic that it's
He
the same
didn't
exact
drop the
play
ball.
that beat Saban for a championship.
Yeah.
You know? And was that a 2-point conversion as well?
It was a 2-point conversion.
I
Renfrow
Or
was
was that a touchdown?
think it was the touchdown.
Was it? I
think
thought it was
so.
a 2-point.
I think they were down like 3.
Lance Moore was a 2-point conversion.
Yeah.
Lance Moore's was for sure.
Renfrow was a touchdown.
Lance
right.
Moore's was a little bit more impressive in my opinion because he snagged it, then reached while floating.
Yeah.
I was going to say, dropped it, then caught it again, and reached
Then
with
reached.
it. And
Hey, man, what trust in your freshman there, though? Hey, here's the season right here.
Yeah.
Against Bama. We're going to throw
Well, I don't-
You don't
I
run
don't
the
think
play
it was
for
as much
Butte
that.
Yeah.
or nobody.
I don't think it was as much as that.
Our
as
neighbors or
It was a
I thought it
play
was gonna
we
be
had
a run.
ran numerous times, and it gave Jaden the option handed off because if you I watched some of the highlights, we handed it off a couple times. B, he could run it himself like he did a couple times, and then C, it could give him the option to throw it to Taylor.
something was different
it,
about it.
it
though.
was a triple option play. Basically,
Something was different about it because BK said it's a play we haven't ran all year. I don't know if it's a different formation.
I think it was the shift
The
by
motion.
Taylor.
Yeah.
to
Taylor
go to the
coming
center
in
and then
went
back
in
out.
and then went back
had
out.
to be that.
I
Because
thought-
we
I
ran
thought
that
it
same
was-
little thing numerous times because that was whenever we would throw it to Butte. We threw it a little bit behind him one
Yes.
time, and
Yes.
Herbstreit was all over Daniels. He's like, if you
Yeah.
lead him, he probably walks in.
Oh, yeah.
You remember
About
that?
the 10-yard line or so, 5-yard line.
We ran that same design, the same route design like 5 or 6
Yeah,
times.
Butte went in motion a lot at the beginning of the game, but we never did anything with it. We always kept running it.
Yeah.
And I was like, when are we going to use that as a throw?
Yeah. Because BK said we knew that coaching staff never saw us run this play all year
Yeah.
on film. And so we
it
felt
had to
good
be the
about it.
motion. Probably had to be the motion when
had
he
to be.
went. And then
Yeah, because
came
I've
back
never
and
seen
that
Taylor
makes
go
it
in motion
disguise
like
it.
that.
No, absolutely
He's
not.
usually just lined up, honestly, in like the slot.
Well,
or
usually if
something
he's
and
coming in motion, he's just coming back in the block. For
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, he's not even
You
a
know?
tight end. He's a Y. He ain't a tight end.
Yeah. He's a whatever you want him at, man. He's going to be a special player once he leaves there.
And if he ever has to pay for food in Baton Rouge again,
It-
it's
Oh,
a
yeah.
shame.
I
It's a
can
shame.
promise
You
you,
could,
he's never.
tell how much it meant to him.
he wasn't
too.
paying
Oh,
anyway.
man.
That wasn't
Daddy's money
like,
was doing
that
that.
wasn't
No, you're
like
right.
I cried for mom, you know. That was he cried immediately, dude. He threw his arms up in the air and you could see like his chest going up and down.
I
Like
think
starting to cry.
I think Kirk said it best in that video, that interview that Bill sent us. it was that moment where like I'm finally not Jason Taylor's son. I'm Mason Taylor.
I'm Mason
You
Taylor.
know, this is my moment. I'm not living.
I never
under
thought
dad's,
about that.
I never lived under Dad's shadow. I mean, and I feel like that was because, dude, did you see him like after he scored? I mean, people start running on the field. He just stood there like he was in awe. Like
he was like what did I just do?
Just happened. Like
like they kept saying. He was playing high school football last year.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
He was playing against 17-year-old kids.
Yeah.
Will Campbell, Emory Jones, you know.
Yep.
It's awesome.
3 key players right there were playing high school football last year.
All right. Well,
you think two more things. What do you think that extra point of Florida State crossed BK's mind?
Oh yeah, maybe.
I thought about that.
Let's going for it.
I think he was like, this is our shot.
Yeah, I agree too. And number 2, were y'all mad about fourth quarter, 21 seconds left, 2 timeouts, they kneeled the ball?
Yes.
Clay was. I was not.
Yes, I was.
You don't do that.
You're playing
you don't
Bama.
Go for it. You don't go for it. You can't do it.
What I wanted was like a one look,
a one shot. If we get 20 yards,
if Bama picks it off at their own 30, oh well. With 15 seconds, 12 seconds.
But if somebody breaks through,
that's when he throws it away.
A lot more
but a strip
could go wrong.
You don't have time to throw it away.
Exactly.
It just happens.
A lot more could go wrong than could go right on that. If you try something.
I was thinking neighbor's booty.
But that's the risk you take. You take the risk.
He took a risk.
Not trying to get 70 yards.
I was thinking Butte, neighbors, run me something. If you get in the middle of the field, 20 yards down the field.
We would have needed 60 yards to get in the field goal range.
But I mean, in college with the first down rule and 2 timeouts. I mean,
that's what I was saying. The stop of the clock.
The stop of the clock's huge.
A lot could go wrong.
It could have. A lot could have gone wrong on that 2-point conversion.
They had already sacked him 6 times.
Yeah.
Will Anderson only had 1 of those. You know he was due for something.
And I agree with that.
I would have
just take
go out and like trips on one side and Butte on the other. Tell him run deep and throw it.
Well, or you could have also let him scramble.
Yeah,
let him just run it
because
he could have got out of bounds.
He could quarterback draw it up the middle.
That would probably be the only play I would have been comfortable
anyway.
with.
So they're at least going to be 15 yards down the field. Yeah. Just see what happens. I don't know. I mean, I'm not.
You don't give yourself a shot to lose in a regulation right there. You don't do it. And to give yourself a shot to lose it was to run a play with 21 seconds
I was
left.
just worried because I felt like Bama had all the momentum in the world.
Yeah.
And
I didn't want to go to overtime against Bama.
I didn't want to go overtime against Bama because I just knew we were going to lose that battle.
Yeah. Yep.
And then they got the ball. And when they got the ball first, I told Dad, that's not good for us.
No.
I don't want them to score a touchdown knowing that we have to score a touchdown.
Exactly.
I wish we could have got the ball first and tried to set a tone on it because I said, it just don't feel right now.
But we scored about as easy as we could have.
I mean, you couldn't get any easier than that. Yeah.
He barely got touched on the calf.
Can't believe Saban didn't have a spy. I can't believe that. That blows. That's crazy.
Here it is.
Here it is. Watch this freaking Josh Williams right here. Just boom, son. And Jure just manhandling Eli Ricks, by the way. That's who that was.
And you know he was giving an earful, and that whole bench was giving him an earful.
Dang right there.
He blocked it into our sideline.
Look at this. Golly. What a pretty play. I love how they cleared
Couldn't
that
be
side
thrown anywhere else.
All the receivers went down the other side.
And it was thrown just early enough so he could twist his body.
He could move a little.
Time.
He went right at the pile line trying to make the move.
A lot went right.
A perfect throw. Like, literally, there's nothing else that could have happened on that play.
I love how these receivers right here just clear out. They just go on the other side.
Yeah.
Like, just get out of there.
A lot went right.
And made some illegal picks.
It was a
definite pick. Something held that guy up there.
It's within 2 yards of the line of scrimmage.
If it's thrown to the left, it gets broken down.
He could have thrown out to the pile line a little more if he wanted to.
But then that affects the catch and turn.
Even a harder catch, in my opinion.
Yeah. So that just puts it into his body.
I'm just glad he was aware of where he was at on the field.
Yes.
Like that's the key. Taylor knew where he was at. Josh Williams makes a pretty good block here too, doesn't he? On the end, a chip block there on Will Anderson.
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh yeah, those routes are great right there.
Dude,
they clogged that up so good.
Yeah,
this play was designed.
Look how good Will Anderson is. We know how good Emory Jones is, and Will Anderson he's so good. Watch. He just pushes him back. But Josh gave him a little chip there. Man.
And yeah,
look at Mason. Like he's like, holy crap!
I did it.
I just did it.
I did it.
He's crying right there.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know why they would. I guess because of the field rush, they wouldn't let BK really celebrate. He was trying to celebrate with Emory.
You saw it barely. He tried to celebrate, but they knew they had to get around.
I think they were trying to get him out as fast as they can. The SEC's
the mob was coming.
The SEC's about to put a stop to that next year. They're already in talks with it.
It's happened to Saban twice.
There will be no. Yeah, there. I didn't get to read all the article, but they're already in meetings of it where the rushing the field in the SEC in 2023 will be banned. They got some kind of plan and strategy to stop
how?
it. I don't know how you stop it though.
That's
you
stupid.
can't.
But I got mixed emotions.
That's what makes college football great.
Yeah, it makes it awesome because it's just a cool environment. It's a cool look. It's cool, great. But it's going to take one idiot drunk fan punches a coach, punches a player.
But that's why the state troopers are there.
Well, I don't know if y'all saw it. One of Bama's coaching staff.
You talking about when he went up to Saban?
No.
Like we had a guy go up to Saban and act like he was doing something, but
there was he's actually a Purple Heart veteran. He's an assistant coach for Bama. He was literally like by himself trying to just walk to the locker room, and an LSU fan got in front of him, and he walked away from the guy. The fan just kept harping on him. He finally found some cops, and four of them got around him, and finally just had a bull rush him through to get him to the. I mean, it was an ugly scene, and I was like, that right there. If it's a group of 10 guys, they could jump on that coach easily because they're drunk. He was drunk.
Right.
It takes something like that, and then it's not going to end well.
But what do you do to stop it?
That's what I keep thinking. How are you going to stop?
Do you
them?
raise the fences or something like?
And that's probably what's going to happen.
What do you do?
Honest with you.
Fence it up like it's a baseball field.
Put nets around it like
that, or it might be like clear plexiglass.
Yeah, that
like
way you
hockey?
won't impede the viewing.
Because because the money deal. The TAF going to pay that $500,000 fine, whatever.
Yeah.
They don't care. That's nothing for them. But it's going to take one bad incident to. You think that Michigan State thing was bad last weekend?
Yeah.
Wait till you get 50,000 fans.
Yeah, one
on the
field. When it's on the field.
Yeah. So I get it. I see it both ways.
Yeah, but it's been happening for 50 years, and that's never happened.
No, it hasn't. I'm sure there's
a lot of places haven't been selling alcohol though.
But that A&M game,
true too, Chance.
The A&M game a couple years ago where
Kevin
Falk was in it.
Yeah.
A couple years ago with A&M, Bill, that's like 20.
No.
You said Kevin Falk.
Kevin Falk was coaching.
Oh, okay.
Coaching.
Okay.
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay.
When
he was on the field as a coach.
Bill, it's 2000.
Their A&M's quarterback coach, Craig, who was on LSU staff for all those years, that he left LSU staff, wasn't pretty, went to A&M. There was some bad beef there, and then they started freaking throwing blows on the field after the game. It got ugly.
74-72 game, or
this was no, it was
Johnny Mans.
It was two. It was.
I don't remember ever listening to them. Besides,
it was 2020.
Was it 2020?
Because it was after. It was
after the 74.
It was O's last full season.
Okay. Yeah.
Was that 74-72?
No, that's the 7 overtime game.
Yeah.
No.
No, it wasn't that.
That wasn't
game.
2020. That was after Burrow.
Oh, I thought it was before Burrow.
Yeah, that game was because that's what changed the overtime rule for college football.
And that was 2020. And that was at A&M. Had to have been.
God, was it that game? It might have been. That's so much.
And they would have rushed the field in a 7 overtime game.
And it might have been that game.
And I don't remember ever losing to A&M, honestly, another time.
That was it. Yeah, it had to be it. They were like ripping his shirt, like they were throwing punches. It was bad.
Nope, it was 20-7 in 2020.
Huh. Who was the guy that? There was a big guy that played for A&M. So they rushed the field to 20 to, but they were number 4.
I know what you're thinking of.
They're number
Miles
4.
Garrett, whenever he took off his helmet and swung it at Mason Rudolph.
What?
He played for big guy played for A&M.
No, talking about the big guy with the dreads that caught the touchdown. The 2-point conversion to win it.
That was against LSU.
Yes. What was that guy's name? He played in the NFL.
Not a clue. Just look up the box score.
Something
Okay,
Johnson, maybe?
So that was 2018. The overtime one was.
So it was before Burrow. Burrow was in it, I guess.
Oh, it was before because that's what the big when we played A&M.
How long have we had these rules?
When we played A&M the next year, that was the big, or that's why LSU, when the LSU ran the score up on them, it was because of that overtime game.
Click that, Bill. Click that game.
Oh.
Those rules been in place for, I want to say, 3 years now. That sounds about right.
Go to the very bottom.
Yeah, we ran up the next year in 2019 with Burrow.
Who's a touchdown?
That's when Burrow came out with the jersey. Burrow.
Is it Davis?
I was
I
there.
don't remember that. Go down. Game leaders. Crap. What the crap's is it? Click on Quantre Davis. That don't sound right though. Who was the guy?
That definitely says Courtney. Spelled extravagantly.
Quantre.
Couple extra vowels.
No, it had a whole letter. Q.
Yeah, Q.
That is Courtney.
I
court.
thought the big guy was relevant. I'm trying to think.
What are you trying to think, Clay?
That big guy with the dreads.
They
caught the 2-point conversion to win it.
Oh, the receiver.
He's like a receiver, tight end, something. He went to the league. Is it Rogers?
I really don't know.
I'm looking.
Look up the
So are you saying he was in the overtime game?
Kendrick Rogers. That's him. No, I just thinking of the guy.
Clay does that. He has these random thoughts and he has to scratch it before it itches.
6'4", 204.
Doesn't even have a Wikipedia page.
Yeah, this is him. Yeah, big guy.
Yep. So, yeah, shout out LSU. I don't know how we got to this.
6'4", 204.
Dreads.
Yeah, that's him. All right. Let's talk the rest of college football. Go Tigers.
Hey, I do have one other
LSU thing.
I wanted to ask. Yeah. Did this kid just come to the game by himself?
You talking about the PlayStation kid? You saw that meme?
Oh yeah,
around all day. Yeah.
Oh, did they do something with that?
Well, somebody made a meme. It was like, and I hope your PlayStation doesn't work when you get home, because he's a Bama fan and he looks all.
And
that's like he's just sitting in the sea of purple.
Yeah, there's nobody with him. Yeah, I agree with that.
He looks like the stereotypical joke on like Twitter of. Yeah, he's a Yankees, Lakers, Duke, Alabama fan. You know?
That's right. Yeah, he does.
Has all the jerseys.
Yeah,
he does.
How does it feel to be a fan of one of those teams? Chance?
I know. It's
he does.
fine. Hey, I've been a Duke fan for a very long time though, so I have that.
Yeah, what made you hop on?
Mike Dunleavy hitting a 3 in the corner in 01.
It's just like,
At
where are your
while
parents?
I was at Granddaddy's house.
Who let you come to this game?
Or he might be with an LSU family and just
There's
does
no
that
way.
to piss off.
My son would never go to the game.
But kids do that.
I wouldn't let him.
Kids do it.
I would not allow him.
CJ shall never
No, absolutely.
wear the crimson.
Never.
Shall never don it. No matter how much.
We can sing it in church.
I don't even care if it's just a normal college shirt and with no logo on
Some-
it. It's not wearing crimson.
And one of those LSU fans probably turned around and said, "And there's no Santa Claus."
No crimson.
Sucker punch the kid.
No
His nose
crimson.
bleeding.
No Carolina blue. And he shall never wear either of those.
Joey, why is your eye black?
They were saying Tiger Bait.
And I said 15 natties.
Mike. All right, Tennessee, Georgia. How about that?
What a dud of a game.
Game
man.
sucked.
Georgia's really good.
Georgia's
really good.
Oh,
Georgia's the best team in the world right now.
When Georgia wants to turn it on, there's nobody better.
Georgia's really good. Who's their OC? Because he needs money
Um,
and a job.
third year.
He's scoring at will with Georgia, and they suck on offense, in my opinion.
Why don't they
No
have
weapons.
players?
They have no weapons.
Why don't they have players?
They do. They recruit them. Like they're just not developing them. I don't guess.
Stetson Bennett.
It's not like they don't have them.
Dude's named after a rifle, ain't it? No, he's named after a cowboy hat.
Yeah, it's a hat.
That's not my topic.
God,
I don't know. Y'all lost me on those.
Dang, Chance, you're about to.
Was he like 40?
It's his third year.
Got a receding hairline. 5 o'clock shadow, like he's been working in the office all week.
He looks like my dentist. No, not really.
No, he don't, because your dentist is an African-American female.
Todd Monken.
Oh yeah, from the Bucks. We looked that up during the game.
Yeah, we did.
Because he coached Baker in 2019 with Freddie Kitchens.
He was the Browns OC.
Yeah, under Freddie Kitchens. What a year that was. 6-10.
So people think Heisman for him. He's thrown 11 touchdowns.
I'm nobody's saying it. I'm just going to say he's going to win it because usually your Heisman, man.
It's going to be a career award for him.
Exactly. It's going to be a career award. They're going to be the number one team in the country. He's going
Unless Stroud goes undefeated
he's
and
going
beats
to have
Michigan.
he's going to have the yards. That's going to look good. I just feel like
He might get the invite.
Stroud's the only one that could beat him.
I think Stroud, if he wins out, he gets it.
But Stroud's going to have a good finish the season off good.
You can't hold yesterday against
No,
him.
but
every other week he's been really
I think
good.
what's hurt Stroud is he ain't got
really played nobody.
Yeah, and he hadn't got really these primetime spotlight games either.
No, he's been 11.
That's what I'm saying. If he beats Michigan,
I mean, he's gonna have to have. If he has a big game in Michigan, got it.
and beats whoever the crap they played in the Big Ten championship. And
Well, it's not gonna be Illinois now.
Nebraska.
I mean, I don't know who it's gonna be now. Well, but pull up the Big Ten standings there, Bill, because I was wondering that last night when Illinois
you
lost.
zoomed something in, and everything's bigger.
But yeah, Bill's eyes are getting a little rough on him. Easy now.
Oh, it just made it to where we were getting half the information.
Bill, if I were you, I would have zoomed all the way out to minus 25% or something, just to be a.
Hey,
jerk.
I'm blind.
That is true.
It's a hate crime. Click Big Ten.
We didn't want to learn about the appliances for Black Friday sales at Home Depot.
Oh, Illinois still has the lead.
Illinois still got a game up.
Okay. And Wisconsin.
But they'll never get game day.
No, not now.
Yeah, I mean,
Where
I
are they
don't.
going next week?
Texas.
Texas TCU.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm kind of wondering about this Michigan team now. Apparently, they make some halftime adjustments.
They're pretty good.
Like
they are
crazy.
It's almost like they have an elite coach.
Oh,
Doesn't get
yeah,
respect
right.
for it.
That
Super
nobody
Bowl.
wants.
Whoa.
I would have took him in Death Valley.
Like I'm like Michigan. You were garbage before Harbaugh got there.
Now you're relevant every year.
Every year you're relevant. Like shut up. Like good Lord.
But you don't get it done.
I mean, yeah. Stroud. Click on Ohio State. See what their schedule is because they gotta have one more decent game, huh?
Maryland. That'd be tough.
That might be at Maryland
at
too.
Tuwali. Yeah.
Imagine that another 11 o'clock kickoff next week.
Yeah, and that Maryland game will be too.
Yeah, Michigan sure 11. No,
they do that on purpose. I
big
think.
noon.
Yeah.
God.
Which one for Michigan?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the day of the Christmas parade.
But that's it's Saturday. So I mean, and
2,500 yards, 29 touchdowns, 4 picks, first in QBR. Yeah, he's gonna get it. I think he's better than Young.
If he loses to Michigan,
I definitely think he's better than Bryce
does he
Young.
still get it?
If he loses to Michigan, Michigan's running back might get it then.
I don't think he'll get it.
It depends on
He's
what he
like
does.
third in odds.
I know, but I they're not gonna give it to no running back. You got to be like stupid special to get it to a running back.
And what's his stats though? And if they beat Ohio State, it's going to require him being special. That's the thing.
I don't see him. I don't see him. He's not a name that everybody knew going into the year.
Yeah. Derrick Henry.
Yeah, exactly. It's not a. I just don't see it happening.
Quick quorum right there. Rushing yards. 1,100 yards.
1787.
16 touchdowns. Click his name.
Now, if he goes for 250 or something against Ohio State, yeah.
I mean,
maybe.
crap. He's going to be over 20 touchdowns. Might be nearing like 22, 24.
I think they'd give it to Bennett before they
He
give it to
might
him.
be at 1,500 yards rushing. 1,500 yards rushing and 22 touchdowns.
Bennett's sitting at the number one team in the country, won that championship last year.
Well, they might be the number one team pretty much. They'll be number two.
I could see him just not giving it to him just because.
What did he do last year?
Like
I know they had
Chad said,
Haskins.
it's a it's kind of a lot of these college awards are.
It's Stroud's to
career.
lose now.
Yeah, I mean it's his to lose, especially if he goes.
Pick.
Rooting for them Titans?
Well, it was just nice to see. I'm always rooting against Mahomes.
Why?
I don't like him.
That's the nicest guy in the NFL.
Screw him.
Who
and his
doesn't
brother.
like Mahomes? How?
Me?
Why?
He's good.
Yeah.
That's why you don't like him?
Duh.
He might be one of the most likable stars in sports.
Have you met
If
Josh
not
Allen?
the. Mahomes is more likable than Josh Allen.
Oh,
Probably
yeah.
so. He's just marketed more.
Jake from State Farm's more likable than Josh Allen.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, y'all know how I feel about
Jake from
It's
State
your
Farm.
fault,
Easy.
Travis.
Easy.
Jake from
Travis.
State Farm might be better at football than Josh Allen after today.
Oh, did they pick that?
Yeah.
Son of a gun.
All right, I gotta go help my wife get our kid out the car, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm going to bed. So yeah,
All right, let's finish out college. Go to the schedule.
go Tigers. So,
Quick run through real quick. Let's see.
Tennessee, by the way,
Yeah, Tennessee.
you get Hooker off.
Hold on.
his-
Let's do this chance before you leave. College football playoffs. What are we thinking? Tomorrow or Tuesday?
Your four.
Georgia.
Who? LSU?
I'm talking your four.
Oh, your top four?
Is that what you're asking about?
Yeah, I'm thinking. Yeah, what do you think happens? Does Tennessee stay in that? I think Tennessee drops to 4.
No, Tennessee's 5.
You think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
TCU jumps them?
I'm speaking into a muted microphone.
I think Tennessee goes to 5. They won't put them. I don't.
So you
they'll
think
leave 'em
it's
at 4.
Georgia, Ohio State, Michigan, TCU?
Yep.
And then LSU where?
LSU's gonna be 7.
I bet they're 6.
Who's at 6?
At
Oregon?
Yeah.
Roof.
Yeah. 6 is gonna be at the. Yeah. Oregon's gonna get respect.
Yeah.
Oregon's in if they went out.
I think.
State loss is going to kill us unless we win the SEC.
Yeah, but Florida State's doing all right.
But we lost.
Oregon's in if they went out.
I think what's going to hurt us is that Tennessee loss. With how bad it was.
That's what I'm wondering is
All right, here's the situation. Here's the situation. So Georgia wins out and gets the East, as they will. Georgia plays LSU in the championship. Tennessee doesn't lose again, and they go with 1 loss. Georgia loses to LSU in the championship. Who the crap gets in? Georgia's got to get in. LSU's got to get in. And Tennessee's still hanging around there.
Georgia's still in.
Yeah, Georgia's in. Yeah.
I think Georgia could get in and LSU not.
No.
I think LSU, if LSU wins SEC, they got to.
They beat the number 1. They're jumping in. They're jumping that many spots.
But do you leave a third SEC team out?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, it depends on what chaos you have because it's
So,
coming.
all right, so
It depends
Michigan and Ohio State's going to handle itself.
Yes.
Both aren't
Yes.
getting in.
No, one's getting in for
So
sure.
one's getting
That's
in
automatic spot. Clemson's done.
If TCU wins out, they're in.
Yes.
So let's say TCU loses.
I was like TCU. If
They're gonna
TCU
lose, I
wins
think.
out, that's going to be
yeah,
a problem.
Yeah, I think TCU's going to lose.
They're going
to
to
lose.
They're going to lose.
So you've got, let's say you have 1 loss Georgia, 1 loss Tennessee, Big Ten championship winner, and
Oregon-
SEC championship LSU.
Oregon USC's going to win. They're in if they.
So
win
do you
out.
think they go Pac-12 winner over Tennessee?
Yes.
Mm.
Just because they
Ooh.
want, just because they wanted one so bad, they've been wanting bad for years, and then 2,
Yeah.
they're going to be sitting there at a 1 loss.
I was going to say either Oregon or USC, whichever one it is, I
And-
think would get a.
and it's going to be basically a top 6-7 win matchup. So they're going to put them in. There's no way.
Yeah, because if you had Georgia, Tennessee, and LSU all in, LSU having 2 losses.
But once you're there though, and you're like Tennessee
Pac-12
dominated LSU,
Yeah, but that dominated and gets sat.
and
yesterday.
Georgia dominated Oregon.
But that domination yesterday for Tennessee killed them.
It did.
Oregon's
It did.
still playing for a conference championship and wins the conference championship on the same day as Tennessee's at the house when they're playing USC, who's going to probably, if they win out too, is going to be what 5th, 6th in the country.
Yeah.
They're going to give that.
Like Tennessee's gonna drop to 5 at the lowest Tuesday.
Yes.
And 2 of the teams above them are probably gonna lose.
But the problem is though,
Is Oregon gonna jump late because they get that
they're
championship?
going to get that. They're going to get that rank because Tennessee don't have a rank. They don't have a ranked team the rest of the year.
Yeah.
So I mean, so your Oregon sitting there, they still got.
So what if USC wins? USC jumps Tennessee.
Yeah. Because they're right there. They're gonna be
Click
neck and neck.
USC schedule.
They're gonna be neck and neck. They don't play nobody good until
UCLA.
Oh, they got and Notre Dame.
And Notre Dame now, who
they'll be a top 25. They'll move in
and
top
Colorado.
25.
Yeah.
So you go beat UCLA ranked, Notre Dame ranked, Oregon ranked.
Go to Oregon now.
There
Oregon
you
will have to go to Corvallis.
And they play. Was it a Washington team they play?
Washington and
Washington.
Utah.
Yeah, and Utah.
Holy crap!
That's what I'm saying.
Oregon could lose any of those games.
Yeah, absolutely. But if they win those out,
Yeah.
they're in.
And USC could lose.
Yeah.
Lose them
that's
last
what I'm
two.
saying. Like, it's hard. You can sit there and go on this road right
And then
now.
TCU schedule, who we look at every week.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
We don't have a
Click on it real quick.
We need a poster.
We don't have a poster?
We need a poster in here.
They play Kansas State, I think. No, they already beat them.
We got Texas.
Texas, Baylor,
Yeah.
and Matt Campbell.
Yeah. They're probably gonna lose Saturday.
They're going to lose somewhere.
Yeah,
they're going to
they
lose
are.
to Baylor or something.
that 100-something ranked defense is going to catch up with you.
And
eventually.
then they're playing the championship too, right? They have a championship
Yeah,
game
they
now,
do. They do.
and it's
Right.
just other top team.
well, they'll play. It's first two.
Yeah, who is now Texas?
It's going to be a rematch?
Scroll down, Bill.
probably.
Oh, I forgot.
Oh my God, three-way
Texas,
tie.
Baylor. Ooh.
And they all play each other. Coming down
Well,
the stretch.
but so if TCU beats Kansas State can win out and get in,
well, if TCU beats Baylor though, then that takes that tiebreaker away.
and if TCU beats Texas,
Yeah.
it drops them to 3. Click on Kansas State.
I mean, TCU's in pretty much unless they just freaking.
Kansas State's got Baylor, who's the other team they're fighting against, and then West Virginia, Kansas.
You think
At
Oklahoma,
West
you think
Virginia,
Oklahoma State's hard to predict? Try to predict Kansas State.
Yeah,
I can't figure them out for nothing.
God, I forgot they played this Saturday. When did they play? What time? Texas, Kansas State.
It was like it was right
2:30. Georgia
yeah,
game?
it was right there around the Georgia game.
I don't even remember that happening.
Because when they lost that, I was like, man, K-State. I mean, how do you go from Big 12? I'm done.
Click
with.
on the Kansas State game, Bill. Scroll down, see if the time's on there.
Oh, when it.
Yeah, kickoff. 6. Okay. Oh, it was LSU. No one cared. All right. Let's move on. Is there any Tulane won?
Yeah.
Shout out to them.
Shout out to Tulane.
I didn't expect that. And crap, they might move into top 15. They'll be getting
should
close.
be.
Like
They were at
there were some
16.
losses. There were some losses. Clemson, that was just pathetic. Ohio State, don't even talk about it because
And we are in agreement. Clemson's done, right?
They're done.
Because the ACC's
they're going to
not-
drop out of top 10, bro.
Well, the ACC's not strong enough to have a one loss. They
no,
can't.
no.
They won't get in. Okay.
And they're lucky that they were that high already.
Yes,
They ain't been impressive all year.
that logo's.
Why did I bet on them? I don't know. TCU hanging around still. The offense is good, but who knows?
Again, they had to come back though.
Yeah.
and that's just don't catch
Michigan had a tough one against Rutgers. Who
for a while. Yeah,
I saw that. Like, as a Michigan fan I follow, he said that he feels that the 3 worst coaching performances of Harbaugh have all been against Rutgers.
Really?
Yeah. He said every time they play them, it's something close like that, and they end up winning. I don't know why, but
wow.
yeah. Maybe he's got just some secret New York ties, or like the mob's tipping him off for the mob's betting first half Rutgers. That's what it is. And he's making them throw the first half, and then they're like, screw it. Yeah, someone won $100,000 on that Rutgers first half cover.
Oh,
That's what it was, I
It
bet.
could happen.
That's the Sopranos. Oregon dominated Colorado. USC, I fell asleep in that game. Don't know what happened there. Yeah, Cal covered late. They just started
USC. Yeah,
scoring.
USC was up big, and Cal just kind of made a little run there at the end.
UCLA didn't know they played 50-36. Good for them. They're still hanging
Well,
around.
I think they played at the same time.
If
we were
UCLA
playing.
wins out,
It don't matter.
are they in?
I
One
think-
loss.
I think they're too far back.
It's going to be interesting.
I mean, they would have to beat. Look at their schedule.
They'll beat USC, which would jump them to probably top 8 after that.
But who was their one loss to? Oregon? Utah.
No, they beat Utah.
Wait a minute. Who are we?
UCLA.
I watched the dang thing. Was it a Washington team?
It wasn't Wazoo.
No.
Might have been Washington.
Washington, yeah.
Oregon.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, they beat Utah, then played Oregon.
Yeah, so they'll have to.
And it'd be probably a revenge game in the championship. Wait, right? Can that happen? No,
Yeah,
they're all on the same side.
It's top 2.
Oh, it
top
is?
2
Never mind.
teams,
Okay, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I guess they technically
they could.
But I mean,
Arizona and Cal ain't going to do much for them, but
no.
I mean, that USC game might be 8 versus 10.
Yeah.
So winner of that might might jump top 7, top 6.
And then basically the winner of that plays Oregon.
Oregon, yeah.
In the Pac-12 championship.
It's gonna be interesting, man. The Pac-12's fun.
Oregon, man, they look good.
They do.
Golly.
Texas apparently
he
won.
better get invited to New York.
He will.
Deserves an invite.
He will, especially if he wins out.
Yeah.
Penn State took care of Indiana.
Indiana was playing a
Michigan
walk-on
State
quarterback yesterday.
Really?
Yeah, from Texas.
How about Michigan State?
Shout out to Michigan State.
What a win!
I mean, you're spending like 12 players.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, you think your season's not done, but I mean, you're not playing for anything.
I would say they're 2-4 in the Big Ten, so they're
fighting for the bowl game.
Fighting for the bowl game is probably what was kind of the gist of that.
And Illinois,
you just knew it was
big
coming,
game
though.
for Illinois. Yeah.
I mean, you just I wish when that game was happening, I was like, that does feel right.
Yeah.
I just didn't think Michigan State with all the suspended players.
Oh, exactly.
I thought that was going to have a call.
Which, knowing us and our lack of in-depth knowledge of looking in, they probably were like 6 walk-ons.
Yeah.
Probably had no effect on their team at all. They just did it to make it look good.
Yeah.
North Carolina, they're weird.
They're so weird.
They keep winning.
They just keep winning.
Looking at their schedule.
2 big wins. I mean, Wake Forest, NC State. Can they play Clemson? They will, right?
They'll
I think
play
we've
Clemson
determined
for
that.
Play them
conference
in the championship.
New Year's 6 for the Tar Heels?
Yeah, it could possibly.
What are they right now?
17, yeah.
And so probably top 15 in the CFP.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
I can't
crap,
get that.
I think they might beat Clemson.
I can't get that fourth quarter Week 1 App State game out of my mind.
Yeah.
I just can't.
Oklahoma State lost by 21 to Kansas.
Screw Oklahoma State.
They did not have their Sanders quarterback. Spencer Sanders, I believe is his name.
What happened to the defense, though, man? They're giving up points like crazy.
Oh, God. Look at 224 on the ground for Kansas by that running back.
Oh.
And 118 catching? Holy crap. Scroll down. Yeah. 110
have
catching.
A day.
Mr.
Davis
Neal.
Neal.
It's 334 yards all purpose.
Have a day.
On
bud.
38 touches.
32 carries.
And he only had 1 touchdown at all that.
Screw you, coach.
Wow.
Sophomore from Lawrence, Kansas. Hometown.
Oh, wow.
Look at that.
Have a day.
What's up next? Tulane. We talked about them. Keep going. Pittsburgh beat Syracuse. Who cares? NC State, Wake Forest would have been a lot more interesting if the quarterback was there. Apparently, Wake Forest quarterback kind of sucks now. He threw like 3 picks, something.
Is this a backup or is this who's been there the whole year?
It's the same guy. Yeah,
it's
like
Hartman
draft prospect Hartman. Tulane UCF might be getting game day.
No, they're going.
Has it announced?
It said Texas. Yeah,
really?
Being Austin.
Texas and TCU.
That sucks.
I'm pretty sure I saw that on Twitter earlier today.
Chance said something about the ESPNU crew was saying during the game Saturday that if Tulane and UCF both won, that there was rumblings it was happening.
Well, I sent that text. Tweet.
Fowler and Herbstreit on that video I sent. He said,
they confirmed
he
it?
said they'll be in Austin next week.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Go somewhere fun.
Well, I mean, you thought they'd want the New Orleans just because, I mean, what's the
It's
chances
different.
they'll ever get to do that again?
That's like last year, UTEP, they lost to FAU, but if they would have won, they would have been like 6-1, and UTSA would have been like 7-1. And it was going to go. They were going to go there
Because UTSA went undefeated all the way up to
the
end of the year. Yeah.
Yeah, but they were going to go there if UTEP won, but UTEP lost, and yeah. So it's just cool to go to different places like that, but maybe too close after Jackson State, so they didn't want to.
I guess, yeah, it's kind of the same. Yeah, I guess so.
But at least these teams would have been ranked. So
yeah, because you're never going back to New Orleans
How about
again.
them Bulldogs, Bill?
Not bad.
Pretty good win.
And I don't know if y'all noticed y'all watch Sports Center when they do the top 10.
Yeah,
or top,
number 1,
and
Trey Harris.
And when they're describing it, he's saying that it was from McNeil.
Really?
But it was from Liddy.
Huh.
And there's actually 2 in that clip where they say, that they show a clip of him making a one-handed catch. Because what happened, McNeil got hit, hurt his hand.
Yeah.
So Liddy, just like he did against Rice, Liddy comes in cold off the bench.
Just drops dimes.
Drops a dime to Trey Harris. And the first one was about 3 yards in from the end zone, or from the sideline. One hands it, pulls it in as he's going to the ground. Next play does the same thing on the sideline.
Yeah, I was waiting for them to show a
thing.
second one or something. I thought it was going to be like a double up.
If you see that clip, like they show the view from the side,
yeah,
it's the first catch, and then the one from the sideline is the other catch. But you can tell
they're different catches?
Yeah, he's 3
That's
yards
hilarious.
from the end zone, but the catch looks alike.
Yeah.
I don't know that and of course, like I said, they're saying that it's McNeil, and it's clearly number 18 that's throwing the ball. But they didn't realize he came in for, 3 or 4 plays. That's amazing to me that he comes in.
And just
I
does
mean,
that.
he hadn't had time to warm up.
Oh, definitely. And
he steps in and just.
Also, that they step in and don't run the ball like most teams would.
Exactly.
That's what you usually do whenever a
hand
quarterback
off.
comes in. Yeah.
So what are they going to do with Liddy?
That was his last.
If they started McNeil, then they probably were thinking of that, but it was just emergency. But they had that, so I think it's going to be McNeil the rest of the way.
That was his 4th game, so he can't.
Well, McNeil will go out. We'll lose to UTSA by 40, and then everything can be okay.
I forgot what else we got. So we got UTSA, Charlotte.
UTSA
UAB.
will end the bowl hopes.
Oh, I thought we'd already ended those.
No,
but yeah,
we can win out. So that's what I've been saying. I was worried that Liddy would start against MTSU, and we'd beat MTSU, and we'd be like, oh, if Liddy can win out, we can get in. Yeah, but no. So hopefully they just go with McNeil and say screw it.
You'd feel better if you'd have freaking not blown that FIU game.
Yeah,
You can
if
win.
you had a little breathing room.
Yeah, exactly.
Same with UTEP. If they would have beat
Rice,
then they would have had one or the other, not beat FIU and UTSA, which probably won't happen. But hey, hopefully UTSA rests the starters. I don't know.
But yeah, they did good yesterday. I mean,
Yeah.
Middle Tennessee was pretty weak, but we are.
Hey, they beat Miami, which Tech's already the owner of Miami anyway after that Independence Bowl, 21-0. All right, anything else?
And UTSA and UAB, that could
double
be
overtime, I believe. Yeah.
Hey, shout out to ULM.
They did.
They were down 21-0 after the first quarter.
Yeah.
Come back and won. Kept their bowl chances alive.
Did it really?
Oh,
they have to win out, but
go down. ULL lost. Was it their homecoming or was that last week?
I think ULL was the only Louisiana school that lost yesterday.
To the Saints tomorrow. Yeah, ULM's 3-6. Click on their schedule. See if they even have a chance.
They got
probably play like Coastal. No.
Well, they already played Coastal.
I mean, they could win those.
They got a shot. Troy will be tough.
At Georgia State's going to be tough, and at Troy.
Yeah.
They might. And then Southern Miss, they'll win the next two, and then Southern Miss will just ruin another Louisiana team's hopes and dreams.
Say that they don't have the bad luck that we do with Mississippi State or Southern Miss.
Well, I mean, if freaking ULM, I mean, I know they got to do it for money, but my God, Texas, Alabama, and then throw an Army in the middle of your conference schedule. Like, that's just, I mean,
and you're already playing in a tough conference.
Yeah, like, I mean, that's just tough to, I mean, because these type teams. I mean,
and it took them beating ULL for like the first time in like a decade, probably.
Yeah, I mean, like their bowl. These kids are playing for these bowl games. It's a shame that they have to have guaranteed 3 losses on their schedule like that.
All right, let's end this thing. Hour 38, not too awful. About an hour of that's LSU. So
Go freaking
as it
Tigers!
Should have been, as it should have been. Woo! All right. Who dat, baby?
This ain't how it's supposed to be. It should be just you and me.